coach and Coach Ntseki, and to talk about the match that we just witnessed and AmaZulu emerging victorious. We go right straight into it and giving the winning coach an opportunity to express what he saw in 90 minutes. Coach, 90 minutes, give us a short summary of what happened.
No, I think it was a nice game to watch for all the fans. I think you guys played really well many moments of the game. I think we also played some moments of the game well. You could see that both teams went from the very beginning to try to qualify. From there, this time we were a little bit luckier, and I think from my side that I have to congratulate AmaZulu Football Club. I need to congratulate my players. What they are doing from the very beginning of the season, despite the difficulties, is huge. I think we are the team with more clean sheets since the beginning of the season in this country. I think this is the best time since the creation of PSL, if I'm not mistaken, that in a cup or a knockout competition, AmaZulu is beating Kaizer Chiefs. So I think it's a great achievement, especially in this amazing stadium, and really special for me as a Spanish guy. So from there, full of happiness. Sorry for you guys because you played well and we were the ones with that luck, but based on the hard work we are doing from the very beginning, and I think we also deserve it.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach Ntseki, please take us through what you saw in 90 minutes plus.
Good evening, members of the media. Firstly, congratulations, Coach. Congratulations to you and your technical team and the club as a whole. It's a very disappointing results for all of us. I think whatever technical explanation we are going to give in terms of how we played is not going to change the results. At the end of the day, we lost a game that we were to win. So we are out of the cup. AmaZulu going into the next stage of the cup, and then we say congratulations to them.
Thank you very much, members of the media. Try as much as possible to compress this to take maybe, let's say, 12 minutes. Gives you enough content. We'll start taking the roving mic. It will give many questions a chance if you go straight to the question without much elaboration, so that will give everybody a chance to ask. Let's go straight there, Bing. Thanks.
Coach, congratulations for the results.
Which coach, please?
AmaZulu coach.
Thank you.
Coach, coming from the background of a big loss in the same stadium, would you say to us that it was back to the drawing board and you felt there was a need for a better strategy?
You are defining it as a big loss. I think it was in terms of the score, but not in terms of what happened in the game. It's one of those days that I already explained that I was proud as a coach, because I think we played huge football, that we dominated the game, we created more chances than Chiefs, but they were much more accurate than us. They were much better in the last thirds of the pitch, and football is about that. So from there, I think it was a sweet loss in terms of seeing the improvement of the team and seeing the way we could play against this huge team. From there, of course, we learned the lesson and we are keeping improving and working. And today we defended much better our last third, and we were a little bit luckier in the opposite last third, even if we didn't create as many chances as that day. But of course, that game helped us to prepare today's game. And as you could see, we learned the lesson, and we are really happy with this huge achievement for AmaZulu Football Club.
Let's go for it.
Okay, I'm Jogosisi from Far Post. Coach Ntseki, Dupree wasn't there, Peterson and Shanti. Just if you can tell us where they went, what's happening to them.
Yeah, I think in the last game we played against Cape Town City, Shanti was injured before that game. He was actually going through a return to play, return to training in terms of the preparation going into that game. George and Peterson, they got injured a day before we play Cape Town City. So George managed to recover on time for him to be available for selection. But as for Peterson, he's still going through return to training. Unfortunately for Ashley Dupree, he got injured a day before we came in for a captain's run. So those are the injuries that we sustained leading to this game. But we have quality players in the team. We had to regroup and come up with a plan in terms of giving other players a chance. We saw Ranga starting today. We saw Gonzalez coming in. So the club has got players that were brought to help whenever there are situations like that one of injuries.
Let's roll.
Coach, we from this one we saw service since towards the end of the game. Something that has been happening quite a bit this season. How are you handling that on a personal note? And why, in terms of with everything that you've sort of experienced, what is it that would make you want to continue on this job and trying to turn things around? And to coach, the AmaZulu coach, in your next game, when you come up against your Spanish compatriots, what can people expect in that clash?
We're going to start with Coach Pablo first because it's talking about the next game. So if you can just...
Pues I'm going, sorry, I was speaking Spanish. You talk about my Spanish colleague and I started with my Spanish. To be honest, I don't expect too much because I think it's not fair to play on Tuesday. It was something unexpected. This is something coming from PSL. They postponed the game we had to play before the MTN8 final, which I understand, even if I wanted as a coach, because I know that I was going to have an advantage playing 4 days before the final. But then to have that game on Tuesday, when we have a crucial game again on Saturday, after traveling today, playing today at 6, so we cannot travel back home. So that means that we are going to have only Monday, not even to prepare that game, because it's the previous day to the game. And I came here to play this kind of games, like the one we played today, to beat these opponents, and to beat a huge team as Chiefs. We needed to prepare really well. The same is when we are facing Pirates. With preparation, I feel that this team is not going to fear anyone. And we are ready to compete to anyone, and we are capable of beating anyone. Without preparation, with no time to rest, with players who are now in the ice trying to, let's see if they are available for that game, it's going to be much more difficult. And even more when they played yesterday, and you know how it works, you know. But I think I need to say like that publicly, because I think it's not fair at all. And I think things should be fair for everyone, because we are all fighting for the same objective. We all have families, we all have to feed them, you know. And this is about that. We all want to win, and we all want to offer a good show to our fans when we are playing. We don't want to go with the reserve team to official games, or we don't want to go with players who are in risk of potential injuries because you are overloading them, or who are really tired and who cannot perform the way they should.
Thank you, Coach.
I think it's a difficult one. If one has to explain the space I find myself, because I always say when you prepare to win. But when you lose games like this, you are always worried about what will happen at the end of the game. And I don't think it's actually a good thing for football, because it has turned out to be more like every training session you have is your last training session. Every game you play is your last game, because you are more worried about the results. And I've been saying it's preparation. Yes, you're not getting results, and you own up as a coach that the results are not coming. But when things like this happens for the third time, it is not only affecting you as a coach, it also affects your players. Because when they get to hear and they get to see what happens to their coach when they lose matches, it also become a reflection on them to say, what if tomorrow I'm the next one when I did not have a good game? But I think in terms of South African football supporters, I think the bigger challenge is that we are not very supportive and not very patient when results are not coming. I think Coach said something very interesting now. Yes, when they started the season, it was a building phase. They were not getting the results they wanted. But I think the support that he got from the supporters, from the management, and from the players, he's now talking bravely and very happy to say, because of hard work, we are now getting results. And I think it is very unfortunate for incidents like this to happen in football. But who am I to bring a stop to incidents like this? But at the end of the day, it worries you more because you are a family person, you are a South African, and you see your people not having patience in the hard work that you put into. But at the end of the day, it's football. You win some, you lose some, and the day you get hired, the door is open for you to exit. And that's football for us. If you don't get results, you should be ready to get fired. But the manner in which it is happening, it is actually not the Kaizer Chiefs way. And I think maybe going forward, we need to look into ourselves and be supportive of this beautiful brand. And in supporting this beautiful brand, it means you love everybody who is involved with this brand. So a love and peace slogan, it's what has carried Kaizer Chiefs for so many years. And I think that will continue. Will continue to be a love and peace brand that we have had for the past 53 years. So I think these are incidents that doesn't leave a very good taste when it comes to the club as a whole, the brand as a whole. But I hope the supporters will learn to understand that results are not determined by individuals before the game started. Results are determined by the goals you score and the goals you concede. And it's just unfortunate today that we gave away that goal in the critical phase. And when you look at it, we could have stopped, we could have defended that goal to go in. But the importance of the game being a cup game, and for us wanting to go all the way and win this cup, I would say it's a big disappointment from their side. And it's also a big disappointment from the club as a whole. From me as a coach, I'm very disappointed. But what else can I do? The result as of now, it's Kaizer Chiefs lost against AmaZulu, and we're not going to the next round.
We wish to stay here the whole night. Unfortunately, we'll take yours as the last one.
Sorry.
Thank you. Saying it?
Well, saying the second part of the question, I do not understand what's happening.
Repeat it again quickly.
With those incidents and then what you've said, what is it that's making you want to continue on this job?
I don't think it's a question that has to be answered now, because I'm employed by the club. We have technical conversations. We look into incidents like this, and we have meetings to discuss what are possibilities going forward. But for you to ask a question to say, how do I see my future at Kaizer Chiefs? I don't think this is the platform for us to entertain that question.
Thank you. Last question, please.
It's the second cup you exit. Obviously, fans are very angry. Where do you draw strength and confidence to actually continue sitting there? Because obviously, your safety is also not guaranteed after this.
I think the same question, just that you put it in a different way.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Two coaches, thank you for gracing the press conference, and everyone, good night.